Allah, Allah, now Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shah, Amashiach, Wa Malakia, Bahashim, Harwab, Kakurash, Barakatham, the water Bible Bar, Wakwam Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily. To the men out there teaching the likewise doctrine, I say you shalom. Then we're going to get into a video where as ICE, they are planning to raid people's houses while they celebrate Christmas and New Year's. Now, this is an obvious attempt to just start a fight. We told y'all this a long time ago. This administration wants to pick a fight with you and then blame it on you. Now, their attempts at lying on us have failed. They can't bait us up to react to anything so they can false accuse us or incriminate us, or they need something. They got to make us guilty of something, but they can't though, because the Lord is working with his people and against Esau. That's why all his little schemes have failed, because Esau, it's time for him to go down. His prospering days are over. So yeah, they just need a reason. So what they gonna do, like we said, they gonna pick a fight with you and blame it on you. Now, as far as you Israelites concerned, y'all don't supposed to be celebrating holidays no way. So just like all the rest of the nations are following the Israelites as to not celebrate these holidays, but it wasn't because of truth. It was because they didn't have any money to do it. So let this be, if anything, let this be an incentive to you to not celebrate these pagan holidays, because these people are looking for a reason and they are going on pure emotion. This is 144% emotionally motivated. What justice can come out of this? You see what I'm saying? There's no justice in this. Ain't nothing just about it. This is Esau's emotions. We told y'all Esau does not rule the world or make the laws. His emotions do. He follows them everywhere they go. That's what makes him so dangerous, because this is a very emotional man. So let's go ahead and get into the video. But before that, I want to get this copyright disclaimer. Let me bring it up real quick. The name of this video is ICE Planning Raids on Migrants Trying to Celebrate Holidays with Family. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Let's go.
A couple weeks ago, I talked about the fact that leaked memos from the Department of Homeland Security show that they are planning on raiding, immigration raids, on churches, synagogues, and mosques for the holiday season, because they figured obviously a lot of illegal immigrants in here still want to go to church and be good people. So let's go do the raids at these churches and round them all up while they're there for worship.
Oh, another word. These are not raids. These are planned kidnappings. Let's call it what it is. These people are not being arrested, because in order to be arrested, you have to break the law. So this is what's about to happen, is intentional harassment, intentional provocation, meaning they're going to provoke you so they can blame you. And this is also legal kidnapping. Esau still on that shit. Remember, they kidnapped us, remember? Let's go. Well, remember, these are not raids. These are scheduled kidnappings.
And it gets even worse now because ICE, under the direction of the embattled Kristi Noem, has come up with yet another plan to round up undocumented immigrants trying to celebrate the holidays. And this one actually involves taking advantage of Donald Trump's offer that if you self-deport, we'll give you $1,000 and buy you a plane ticket. And what they're going to do is actually target the people attempting to self-deport, or at the very least, travel back to their home countries for the holidays. In what is being called Operation Irish Goodbye, which of course is a reference to leaving a social gathering without saying goodbye to anyone, they're going to have groups of ICE agents posted up all along the southern border, and they're going to take people that are voluntarily leaving the country, either for good or, again, just to go back home and visit people for the holidays, but they're voluntarily leaving our country, and ICE is going to round them up, lock them up, and then send them back.
Let me tell you what's going on with that. See, this is 100% emotionally driven. Esau just likes to fuck with people. That's all it is. He can't fight it because he's the devil. I think he gets off on just fucking with people. He does. Because what sense does this make? You asking these people, you trying to bribe these people to leave the country for $1,000. When they try to leave, you still gonna lock them up? Now, one thing I want to state is that there are a lot of states who are suing the government because the states are not providing enough bodies for prison labor. You see where this is going? So they basically just want to lock you up for nothing just because they like doing it. They enjoy it. They love seeing Israelites being at a detriment, going through hardship, going through adversity. They love seeing this out of jealousy because they want to be us. This is the whole reasoning behind whitening up Hamashiach, the whole reasoning behind those tiny tops over there telling the world that they're us. Now that the truth is out, they're upset. Why the hell you mad at us? Who told you to lie? We're not going to bar down from telling the truth just because you can't stop lying. So yeah, this is all emotion. And I've never seen a superior race follow their emotions like Esau does. Usually a superior race, they govern their emotions. No. Esau's emotions is in the driver's seat. And those emotions are going to destroy this country because this man can't control his emotions. Let's go.
This is as evil as it comes. Again, we are talking about people that are either going to visit family for Christmas or people who took Trump up on his offer to get $1,000 and get out of America. They're leaving the country you don't want them in. But that's not good enough because Kristi Noem needs those deportation numbers to go up so Trump doesn't fire her.
So they're just going to start kidnapping people. Basically what they're doing. And forcing them into prison labor. Sound familiar? Esau did this before. But he's not Esau. Okay. Well, guess what? The Lord is going to judge you as if you were Esau anyway.
So we're going to take people on these buses, in their own cars, whatever it is, because they are, according to this, planning on, stopping buses and going in and doing their papers, please.
Looking for a reason to kidnap you. That's it. Now, if this was criminally based, they would be deporting more Edomites because we all know the statistics on Edomite crime. If you don't know, let me get it for you. So this had nothing to do with justice. This is all racially motivated out of Esau's emotions, jealousy, and hatred for us. And he can't control them. Where are those statistics? Hold on, y'all. Let me pause the video. Hold on, let me find these statistics. Okay, y'all, I found the statistics. Now, like I said before, if this was all about getting rid of criminals, they would have deported way more Edomites, but they ain't even tripping on the Edomites because the wicked protect the wicked. The wicked got a problem with the righteous. Now, let's get this fact check. Despite making up only 28% of the USA population, FBI data shows that white men are 55% of kidnappers, 56% of rapists, 58% of mass shooters, 59% of child materials, I'll leave it at that, 62% of statutory rape, pedo activity, 63% of prostitution solicitors, 68% of 1934 NFA offenders, and 75% of incest perpetrators. So why isn't the government rounding up these criminals? Because the wicked protects the wicked. Look at how they're protecting pedo in chief. Yeah. They ain't even on the radar. It's the righteous they want. Psalms chapter 37, verse 32. The wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh the slaying. Let's get back to the video. Yeah, we cleared up that lie.
Absolutely horrific, disturbingly evil actions from Kristi Noem's ICE just to impress Donald Trump. And of course, taking advantage of the people who are trying to self-deport. This is just utter insanity at this point.
That's what wickedness is. Wickedness never made sense to the righteous. Let me get a scripture. This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. Yeah, we understand why he doing this. This man is all gas on emotion and hate and jealousy. Do I need to tell you again that jealousy is a female trait? Now it makes all the sense in the world. Because Esau is the only one who goes above and beyond to try to convince the world to be gay. Even offered African nations $60 million to accept the alphabets. See? So yeah, I see why he on full blast and jealousy, because jealousy is a female trait. Esau is the perfect fuckboy that the Lord created to do wickedness. The Lord don't make mistakes. That's why I called him a perfect fuckboy. Let's go.
But let me read you this. Agents would target commercial buses passing through ports of entry into Mexico, according to the planned document, which was labeled sensitive but leaked to the Huffington Post. Travelers who have no immigration or criminal records and who don't pose a public safety risk would be considered voluntary returns to their home countries.
Now, going through all this bullshit, all this confusion, all this deliberate confusion, I wouldn't even come here. Who wants to be bothered with these emotional ass wicked people? I wish I could leave.
Others would be processed according to their current immigration cases, the document states, suggesting they would be detained and face formal deportation proceedings. But here's the thing. We have heard this administration say this since back in the campaign repeatedly. We're only going after the bad people, the people who are criminals.
See? So why no Edomites made this list? Because number one, that was a lie. And number two, it was an excuse to start this Gestapo called ICE, which is KKK 2025. That's all it was. It was a lie. They're not going after criminals. They're going after the righteous. If they were going after criminals, they would have rounded up way more Edomites. So this ain't got shit to do with criminals. This has to do with Esau's jealousy and hatred for the Israelites.
And then they turn around and tell us, well, technically anybody who's here as an undocumented person is a criminal because that's a crime.
How you think you got here, Esau? You didn't present nobody with no papers when you came. If anybody's illegal here, it's you. But that's all right. The Lord gonna straighten all this out. It ain't in captivity for 1,000 years can't fix. Let's roll.
So there is no such thing in the eyes of the administration as a migrant with no criminal record. So that little caveat there, which I guarantee you was intentionally leaked to the press to make it seem like we're only getting the bad ones.
So they just gonna lie on you and call you a criminal. That's all they do. That's all they ever do. Lie on you. Just like they'll try to provoke you and harass you, and then if you react, you a terrorist, just like they do all the other nations. They go to other countries, try to take their shit, and if they react or respond, they're the terrorists. The Lord gonna handle all this.
That caveat is bullcrap because they consider all of them to be criminals. So in their eyes, they all have criminal records.
But can't prove shit. Just talking out the ass, lying on people. Christy Nome, Pam Bundy can't produce no evidence of none of these accusations about migrants having criminal records. They just lie on them. And then when the judge says, where's your evidence? They ain't got shit. Why aren't these people in jail for lying on people constantly? Because of Psalm chapter 73, verse 5, they're not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
Again, these are people, the ones they are specifically targeting are those who are leaving our country voluntarily to visit family on Christmas and other holidays, or taking advantage of Trump's offer to leave in exchange for $1,000.
And that's just to bait you up to reveal yourself. They still gonna try to capture you. See, that's why it says in Sirach chapter 12, verse 10, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. But some of y'all gonna try to take them up on that $1,000 and end up in a cage. That was just the bait to get you out in the open.
And they're going to arrest him anyway.
Exactly.
Because Kristi Noem needs those numbers up so Trump doesn't fire her.
No, she need those prison numbers up. That's all that is. Let's get some scriptures, man. These people are just so immature. I don't even call them a people. I mean, the immaturity and the jealousy and the emotion is just off the charts with Edom. That's why they're going to be exterminated. Keep earning your judgment, baby. Keep earning it. Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Because the face of the judges thereof not where and who is he? He want to be so bad. This man went around the whole planet knocking noses off statues, repainting shit because they want to be us. That's a jealousy and envy and hatred that the Lord is going to exterminate from this planet. Job chapter 20, verse 27. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. That's happening right now. That's why Esau panties in a bunch right now. Let's keep going. This is First Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Just looking for somebody to lie on and put you in prison for slave labor. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. He know the Lord finna get in his ass. Now, the wise thing to do would not do the wickedness, perhaps, but we know that's not possible. So yeah, he's an idiot for thinking that the Lord ain't gonna punish him. That's all you need to know about Esau as far as not to trust him and not to believe him. That lets you know what kind of idiot you're dealing with. When the creator of the universe is pissed off at you and you just don't give a damn, that's not wise. Then again, Esau ain't wise. So yeah, it makes sense. Let's keep rolling. Jeremiah chapter 49. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in teeming. See, that's the spirit. His counsel perished from the prudent, is their wisdom vanished. They never had wisdom because the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. This man is called the base man for a reason, because he's running on nothing but emotion, which automatically disqualifies him as being fit to rule. Emotions ain't got no place in rulership. That's why you finna go. Verse 10, but I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, his neighbor, and he is not. Spoil mean to rob. Verse 15, for lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. That's why they're getting kicked out of these other countries. Nobody want to deal with them because you can't trust them. You never know when they're in their emotions. Verse 16, thy terribleness have deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdeth the height of the hill. Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. Also Edom shall be a desolation. Every one that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at the plagues thereof. Go to Jeremiah chapter 9. Verse 5. And they deceive everyone his neighbor, and will not speak the truth. They have taught their tongue to speak lies, and weary themselves to commit iniquity. See how they go above and beyond with the wickedness? Because we living rent-free in their head. like Eve said, we living rent-free in your head with beachfront property, baby. No utilities being paid. That's how much we living in y'all head. But guess what? We ain't studying y'all asses. We sitting back in the cut. We letting the Lord handle y'all. Psalms chapter 140, verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man, preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart. How can we get those Israelites? Yeah, that's them. Continually are they gathered together for war. They have sharpened their tongue like a serpent, adder's poison is under their lips, Salah. Keep me from the hands of the wicked, preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings. The proud have hid a snare for me, and cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me, Salah. A gin is a trap, and Salah means Mount Petra, Mount Seir. Edom, you are people for you are place. Verse 8, grant not, O Lord, the desires of the wicked. Further not his wicked device, unless they exalt themselves, Salah. So we already know who this talking about. Verse 11, let not an evil speaker be established in the earth. That's why Trump is not going to be established in the earth. Evil shall hunt the violent man to overthrow him. So who's going to bring the evil? The Lord is. Let's get it. Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. If it'll come up. Let's try this one. All right. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord Yahweh, do all these things. Yeah. That's for all you Christians out there. God is good. Okay. Keep that same energy when he started putting the 2/3 to death. When he started punishing Edom and all these other nations. Keep that same energy. Y'all, this ain't the white boy y'all dealing with, if that's what you're thinking. This is the true and living Hebrew God, a man of war. This is the for real God of war. I ain't talking about no video game. Let's get it. Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord Yahweh is a man of war. The Lord Yahweh is his name. There it is. This ain't the white boy coming. Go to Nahum chapter 1. Verse 3. The Lord Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord has his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and in the clouds are the dust of his feet. Let's go to Psalms. Psalms chapter 11. Verse 5. The Lord Yahweh trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence, his soul hateth. So y'all think y'all finna get away with this? This constant and deliberate harassment of the Lord's people. You think y'all gonna get away with this? Okay, keep on thinking. This is where the Lord comes in at Psalm chapter 21, verse 11. For they intended evil against thee, they imagine a mischievous device which they are not able to perform. And that's gonna piss off Esau even more. Because him a bitch. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 16. For they sleep not unless they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. There it is. They can't help it. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. That's why it would be very wise to stay away from Edom, especially the wicked ones. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Verse 16, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increases, but the righteous shall see their fall. Can't wait, Yahweh we are of that number. See this bitch go in the cage, and all this madness and insanity stops. Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. They got to satisfy them emotions. Let's go to Acts chapter 13, verse 10. And said, full of all subtlety and all mischief, thou child of the devil, thou enemy of all righteousness. That's who they coming after, the righteous. With no criminal records. They just gonna lie like they do. Like they got criminal records. Will thou not cease to pervert the right ways of the Lord? And the answer is no. He ain't gonna stop till he go in the chains. Because he still don't believe he's gonna be punished. That's why he's going forward with reckless confidence. Get this one. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 7. The instruments of the churl are evil, which means wicked people. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. He don't care. It's all about how he feels. From Psalms chapter 58. Verse 2. Yea, in heart ye work wickedness, ye work the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb, they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. First, it told you how violent they are, and it told you that these people are born liars. Let's get this one. Psalm chapter 55. Hold up, let's go. Let's go start at 20. Yep. He had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He have broken his covenants. These people ain't did shit to nobody in government. But all of a sudden, now they want to kidnap some more. They want to harass you some more. They want to provoke you some more and blame you some more out of emotion. You think we wake up in the morning planning wickedness against people who ain't did shit to us? That's not our way. That's the way of the wicked. But the Lord got a cake baked for that ass, though. Verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords. Exactly. Let's get this one. Oh, well. Y'all remember what I was telling y'all about how they want to lie on you just to get you in prison? Book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart, which is your mind, he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. There it is. How can we railroad them to jail to get free labor? That's the end game. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. Remember that $1,000 he was trying to get the migrants to go home? That's to draw, it was bait to draw you out in the open so he can undermine you. Yeah, he pretending like he helping you by giving you some money. He ain't giving you no money. He finna give you some handcuffs for no reason. Well, it's a reason out of emotion, jealousy, envy, hatred. Get this one. It's Proverbs chapter 6. Verse 14. Frowardness is in his heart. Frowardness means you don't want to be gotten along with. You gonna make things difficult so people don't want to get along. Well, you don't want to get along with people. So you gonna create static on purpose because you don't want to get along with people. You want people to let you have your way. And if they don't let you have your way, you're gonna turn into a little bitch. That's what frowardness is. If frowardness was a person, you look up that word, you'll see Donald Trump's face. Frowardness is in his heart. He devises mischief continually. He soweth discord. Verse 16, these 6 things doth the Lord hate, yet 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands to shed innocent blood. A heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. That's why it says in Isaiah chapter 59, peace they know not. You got chased out of the earth once, Esau. You about to get chased out of the earth again because you don't know what peace is. You never learn how to go along to get along. You never learn how to live and let live. You never learn how to mind your own goddamn business. But you about to. Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 29, the people of the land have used oppression and have exercised robbery and have vexed the poor and needy. They have oppressed the stranger wrongfully. This is wrongful oppression all day. You just gonna bust up in people's houses and start kidnapping people. Lord got something for that. Earn your judgment, baby. Let's go to Isaiah 59. Verse 4. Now, once again, this is talking about the 2/3 of Israel, but you can easily apply this to Esau because the 2/3 is where they learned this behavior. None calleth for justice, nor any pleaded for truth. They trust in vanity and speak lies. They conceive mischief and bring forth iniquity. Verse 6, their web shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity. The act of violence is in their hands. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity, wasting and destruction are in their paths. Everywhere they go, they tear shit up. Death, violence, destruction, rape, rob, murder, theft. This is why you're going to be chased out of the earth. Everybody tired of you and the dumb shit you do and the dumb shit you say. Verse 8, the way of peace they know not. See, you'll never have peace with these people in rulership. They never learned it. The way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. Now, what the Lord got for them? Let's see. Let's go here. Let's go to Joel chapter 3. Verse 6, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. I mean, the Lord finna pay you back for everything you did to us, homie. Past, present, and future. Verse 8, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for the Lord hath spoken it. What else he gonna do? What else you gonna do to him, Lord? Let's get it. Isaiah chapter 14. Verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land or fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, said the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. Finna cut y'all balls off, homie. It ain't gonna be producing no more Edomites. You need Edomite seed to bring forth for Edomite. If it ain't no more Edomite seeds, it ain't gonna be no more Edomites being born. So that's fair. What else you gonna do to them, Lord? Let's see. Ezekiel 35, chapter 35, verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. That's that emotion right there. That's gonna get you exterminated. That perpetual hatred. You can't get us out your head. We living rent free. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity. In the time of their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. What else you gonna do to him, Lord? Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 12. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, because that Edom had dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, had greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. Verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to mine fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh. Verse 17, close with this one. Wait, let's go to Obadiah. This is Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 17, and I will execute great vengeance upon them with furious rebukes, and they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh, and I shall lay my vengeance upon them. Now, let's finish off in Obadiah. Y'all doing one fantastic job of earning that judgment, baby. Verse 3, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Pride, baby. Verse 9, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of them out of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. That's extermination. For the violence against thy brother Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel. Them Israelites you plan on just kidnapping, they are descendants of Jacob, homie. But that violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. It's as simple as that. And ain't nobody gonna dispute it. Everybody wants you gone. Look at the shit you do. And you wonder why the Lord is going to exterminate the whole nation of Edom. Look at the shit y'all do. Especially to Israelites. If you was us, you would hate you too. So don't try to tell us how we should feel. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, they shall be as though they had not been. 17 nations about to go into captivity under the Israelites. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Everything you stole, you finna run that plus some. Verse 18, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh have spoken it. Earn your judgment, bitches. Call Halayim La Lahai Now Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wa Malaki Bahashem, Hawarat Wakat Warash Barakathum, the Wara Baba Bawa Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.